And so what happens when you get bought by Walmart and you take over the helm from the founder? Well, turns out quite a lot. The first thing that happened was the consumer reaction to the acquisition. It was a rough day, I'm not going to lie. There was the good, there was the bad, and there was the downright ugly. But we really saw the acquisition by Walmart as an opportunity. Yes, there was the opportunity behind the scenes to take advantage of their scale from a shipping fees and credit card fees perspective, but there was also this opportunity to really reaffirm what we stood for in light of this sort of changing ecosystem. So that was my job. My job was to say, what are we going to reaffirm? And really it was about going back to first principles and going back to some of the origin story that Andy walked you through. So really, what was our consumer insight, which was this idea of fit? It's one of the top 3 reasons that men are looking for in a product, for an apparel product. So we really went back to fit and our product truth or our brand truth, which was this unique assortment of size and fit combinations that add up to about 5,000 SKUs, but 200 different size and fit combinations. But we also needed to make sure that we were relevant. And so this is where the cultural insight came into play, which was really understanding the universe in which our target audience of men were operating. So this was obviously a year ago, and the world has been changing for men for a long time, but this came into sharp relief a year ago with whether it was the election of Donald Trump, whether it was the Me Too movement, Time's Up. It really put into sharp relief that the context in which men are living has changed dramatically. One of my favorite stats is the fact that back in 1960, only 3% of nurses were men. Fast forward to 2016, and it's 13%. Or the fact that in that same time span, men are spending 8 times as much time? That doesn't quite make sense, does it? But whatever. 8 times as much time being a caregiver in their family. The point being is that gender roles are changing, and so we wanted to find the intersection between that consumer insight of fit, our product truth around better fitting clothing, and that cultural insight around gender roles changing. And for us, that was this idea of we make fit happen for everybody. So this was fit in the sense of the clothing, but it was also fit in terms of men finding their place in the world. And it was also this idea of for everybody, this idea of creating a more inclusive world, a more diverse world that we believe will have an impact on society and certainly on gender equality. So we started to lean into this brand mission and started to think about what could that mean for how we can continue to innovate and disrupt going forward. And for me, and Andy touched on this isn't just about the product. This is about how do we innovate and disrupt in our company culture and stay true to our core and create an environment that is joyous. This is about how do we continue to innovate on product. It's about how do we think about the customer experience in the context of a changing world. And also, obviously, about how we market to our target audience.